From Studio 1A in Tampa, Florida, comes a talk show that really feels your pain and tells you like it is. We love America and all that freedom-loving Americans want to protect. Live from coast to coast and on your radio, it's For the People with Keith Allen.
We'll help you survive this thing called life. We're for the people. Whatever your source of stress or strife, for the people is there.
Hello, Mr. and Mrs. America. I am Keith Allen and proudly welcoming you to this Tuesday's edition of For the People. It's March the 7th. It's 2017, and you can say goodbye to Obamacare. A lot of folks on the left are not liking it at all. Nancy Pelosi, of course, sounding off, and she said this is not a good thing. Yeah, let's start off with what Nancy Pelosi has to say. She says, this is House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi. She said that the bill hands billionaires a massive new tax break while shifting huge cost and burdens onto working families across America. Is she blind? Does she not listen to her people across the country? Does she not know the costs have been shifted already? They weren't able to keep their doctors. Their premiums are an all-time high, and it's gone bust. But wait a second. I'm confused here. Sean Spicer says today marks an important step towards restoring healthcare choices and affordability back to the American people. It has been enormously expensive. It has not been fair. Big Pharma apparently not liking it on Wall Street because taking a hit there, and not a surprise by any means. And it needs to be fair. And with a lot of people that are taking medications, we already know that that's not fair. For people having to spend astronomical amounts of money just to stay alive, or making the decision on what medication to take or not to take, that's rather disturbing. Kevin Bradley and Greg Weldon of Oklahoma on Fox News a little bit talking about, this is Kevin Brady. I can't read his chicken scratch. Kevin Brady. I was like, that didn't make any sense. And then we got them both on these sound bites here commenting about Obamacare and what Trump is doing. And here it is.
Trump's promise to repeal and begin replacing it with two big principles. One, to restore state control of health care, get it out of Washington, and also to restore the free market. It is Obamacare gone because we repeal all those taxes, those mandates, those subsidies.
What we want to do is restore power to the states, put Medicaid on a budget, and get back to where you have a doctor-patient relationship in health care and in the individual insurance market.
That includes nearly doubling the size of the health savings accounts and make them more usable. That's good for the out-of-pocket costs. And I guarantee you, House Republicans are going to deliver for the president.
We're going to get this done. We're proud of our product.
All right, Charles Schumer is sounding off. It just would not be a talk show unless we could tell you exactly what Schumer has to say. But he says the proposal would cut and cap Medicaid. Now, let's scare the Medicaid recipients. Defund Planned Parenthood, not a terrible thing. Force Americans, particularly older Americans, to pay more out of pocket for their medical care. So all insurance companies can pad their bottom line. They're already padding their bottom line, Schumer. Who are you kidding? And you're padding your pocketbook right now for being an idiot senator of New York. Give me a break. I mean, come on. Do these people, they are delusional. This is their best talking points. We already know that it imploded. Even Clinton, when he was on the stump, slipped. Or was it a slip? Just saying how crazy Obamacare is and how dysfunctional it was and still is, and how it's affected tens of millions of Americans in a bad way. It is a horrible, dismal failure on the Obama administration for pushing it. And it was, in theory, if you'd listen to their talking points and how they sold it to the American people, it sounded like the best thing since apple pie. I mean, who would not want to have everybody properly insured? So people could have insurance and that would be fair. That would be great in a perfect world. But it didn't end up that way. And the cost actually ended up hurting businesses and hurting people, largely speaking. The pharmaceuticals, regardless, are always going to make money. The profit margins are just ridiculous. But as long as they are having to make profits for their shareholders, of course, they're going to be raising those prices. And what needs to be negotiated are those prices. And there needs to be more diversity. And I hope as a result of all of this, there is more negotiating power that can take place with the Trump administration, with these big pharma companies that are making money hand over fist and sticking it to the people. And that's who the people that you got to attack is the pharmaceutical companies, and a war on them, a war on the big pharma companies, truly. We're going to talk about the great Satan. I don't even get me started about people on medications that are just so over-medicated. It's ridiculous. My mother-in-law is in a nursing home. It's amazing how many people they take medication. They don't even know what the medications are, or when the last time they were evaluated for that medication, whether they need the medication or they don't need the medication. They just take the medication. No questions asked because the doctor recommended it. Now, some medications are good. Not all of them. Just know what you're taking before you take it. Too many people taking too many kinds of medications, and a lot of what people take, and most people know it, some of the stuff is reversible. But you got to be proactive about it, and usually it's a healthier lifestyle, eating healthier, exercising. It helps a great deal. I mean, studies have shown it, but people are lazy. Complacent, whatever it is. I know, I'm sorry if I hurt your feeling. I didn't mean to do it, but it is true. It's human nature. All of us, even myself. But I have to push myself. And as you know, as you get older, you have to do even more of that. So you have to be deliberate about it. And I'll tell you, a good wake-up call, seriously, I'm not even playing with this, is to visit a nursing home. And that will be your reality if you don't get your act together. Strengthen your body. Seriously, exercise. You know what they say? What do they say? If you don't use it, you lose it. You got to exercise. You got to get things moving, get your body tightened and all that. That's a wake-up call. And my mother-in-law, she wanted to get home. Well, she wanted to go home. And I don't blame her, because the rehab was a much better place. Aesthetically, because it just, two people to a room, and then you had a little divider. Well, they moved her to the other side of this home, and wow, there's 4 people to a room, divider, and of course, you know, if somebody has a BM, I know it's a lot of information. Everybody smells it. It's just not pleasant. Her problem, she's got 20-something% left heart function. She had a major heart attack. She's got severe COPD. You know, I don't blame her for wanting to go home, but the issue is that she needs 24-hour care, and there's really nobody to sit there and do all the many things that she needs. And the other thing is that, you know, she wants to drink more fluids, and she cannot have very much water at all. A little half a Dixie cup to take her pills, and maybe half a cup of coffee. They have her off liquids because she'll go into pulmonary edema. But she wanted to go home, and now she's going to be in a nursing home. And families close by to come and see her frequently, to be with her and to take her out, you know, with oxygen. It's just it's a process, but it's tough. And again, many of these things are avoidable. I just encourage everybody to try to take a better look at their health, and not to let their health get the best of them, because there are certain things that once they're there, it's kind of the point of no return. But a lot of things are reversible. And I'm thinking about one such guy. His name is George Michael. You know, he passed away at the young age of 53. An amazing entertainer. Sold a lot of records. We did a tribute. on For the People. And a lot of his hits, man, he came out, with Wham! In the 80s and all that. I mean, he sold more than 100 million albums. Amazing pop career, spanned almost 4 decades. Amazing guy. But he died of heart disease. That's the finding right now, in a fatty liver, according to a British coroner. Daryl Salter, the senior coroner for the Oxshire, says that a modern has found that the singer died of dilated cardiomyopathy with bicarbonate and fatty liver, whatever that is. It's serious. People have this. They're walking around. They look healthy, but they don't know what their blood levels, their lipid levels, and all that other stuff. And before you know it, you're just you have a heart attack and you die, whether it's in your sleep or you got to go to the doctor. Or you got to get checked out. Healthy-looking people die. That's why going to the doctor is that my dad was 50, so this is personal to me. That's why I make a big deal out of it. And that's why I exercise some 55, 60 miles out a week. And I've been doing it for a long time, but just kicked it up a notch as, I hit my 40s. To hit it hard. And make sure that, exercise reverses all these things. Yes, eating healthier too. Cutting stress from your life. Now, listen, life's stressful. But, man, we're talking, cholesterol, bad cholesterol. Get it together, folks. Well, there's the finding. And, yes, he did have a rough life with drugs and alcohol, but they were not the contributing factors, apparently immediately to his death. He wasn't drunk. He didn't have cocaine in his blood or anything like that. It's just a lifetime of those particular things untreated leads to these things. But if it's treated and it's handled, whether you have to take blood pressure medications or statins, whatever you need to be on to thin out that blood and exercise, you can have it happen. You just don't want to have a heart attack or a major one. Either it kills you or kills off a big section of your heart, and you may get some back, but never usually 100%. So take care of yourself, folks. It's just from me to you. By the way, we have a new item on our website. Just wanted to mention it to you, and this is pretty incredible. It is a media player that you can stream anything you want. Oh, you say that's nothing that you haven't heard from before. Well, you haven't heard what I've come across, and from people that have teamed up with For the People to help this broadcast and help you at the same time. 123 Ready TV. And basically what this player does is streams, not plays, but streams any movie that you can think of, any TV show that you can think of, just that player, television shows, movies, sitcom, you name it, and news and weather and all that stuff, just one player, and it plays the stuff that's on your phone too. And it's only $19.99. It's available on our website at forthepeopleshow.com. Just pay for it once, and it's yours for a lifetime. There's your answer to cut the cable. It's not $19.99 a month. It's one time $19.99, and I understand it's an introductory offer. So the price eventually will go up for the player, but $19.99, great price point. And it's an amazing thing. And it's available for Windows and Android. Apple coming soon. And there's a little tab that you can see that you can actually purchase a gift certificate or something, and then they'll send you an email and let you know when that actually will become available. But get it, because a lot of people are cutting cable. You're paying $60, you're paying $80. Why do that? When a lot of these networks stream. They do. Most all of them do. And just have this one player do it all. And you can beam it to your TV, the smart TVs. It's amazing. Or from your computer, you know. But whether it's on your phone or it's on your computer, get it today at forthepeopleshow.com. You'll see the logo right on the front page. Go to the store page. Click on it. It's easy to purchase. Bada bing, bada boom. And let me know how it works out for you. I absolutely love it.